Salam sejahtera. Our group will present our project proposal, which the title is The Adoption of International Public Sector Accounting Standard in Malaysia in Terms of Expectation, Benefit and Challenges. Our group member is Amos Ali, Gerard Andrew Abba, Jani Anangadan, Nur Hayati binti Ahmad Hasan, and me myself Raymond Anak Borbangai. Today, I am Raymond Anak Borbangai 57702. We present the introduction for our project proposal. Increasing in the cross-border activity lead to the need of greater uniformity, comparability, and transparency in financial reporting standard to ensure the information are relevant and consistent. International Public Sector Accounting Standard Board IPSA-SB has issued International Public Sector Accounting Standard IPSSS for greater transparency, accountability, and value relevant in the public sector. In Malaysia, Accounting General Department has issued Malaysia Public Sector Accounting Standard MPSAS, which have been adapted from IPSAS to fit the Malaysian context. Due to the implementation of MPSAS, Federal Government of Malaysia to move from the cash basis accounting and adopt a full accrual-based accounting system in 2015. Here is the problem statement for our research proposal. The cash basis accounting has brought many drawbacks to the government where it has failed to recognize the future commitments and other contingent liabilities. The objective is to examine the benefit, expectation, and challenges faced in adoption of IPSAS in Malaysia. Next, to ascertain whether the adoption and implementation of IPSAS accrual basis of accounting will improve accountability in Malaysian public sector financial reporting. Next, I will pass to my group member.
Hello, my name is Gerald Anandraba. My matric number 56042. I'm going to present about the overview of IPSAS and Malaysian public sector. Financial reporting standard recognized by International Public Sector Standard, which we call IPSAS. It used as a guideline for public sector entities around the world to prepare the financial statement and improve the quality of public sector financial reporting. And then they also have accruals accounting. Accrual accounting is considered to offer more useful information and to improve the government transparency, accountability, and performance evaluation. And then the objective of IPSAS is to ensure that the public interests are well served and protected by developing a high-quality public sector financial reporting standard, and by safeguarding the convergence of both national and international standard to improving the quality, transparency, and uniformity of financial reporting worldwide. And Accounting General Department, AGT, was developed Malaysia Public Sector Accounting Standard, which is called MPSAS. It was designed to be applied in the preparation of financial report of all public sector entities, including federal government, state government, and local government. And then for IPSAS adoption in Malaysia, the process of adopting the IPSAS in its financial reporting, which is by complying with the standard, will benefit the country, as the standard will aid in bettering the country accounting and financial reporting system. The Public Finance Reform Initiative. The initiative is aimed to strengthen the government finance in ensuring the stability and sustainability of public fund. Thus, the Malaysia federal government was adoption of the accruals accounting for the economic transformation program in 2017. The government adopting accrual basis Malaysia Public Sector Accounting Standard. There has minor changes made to make the standard executable within the Malaysia context with the granted authorization of International Federation of Accountants. This transition was cash-based accounting to accrual accounting will permit the public sector to report its actual financial position and financial performance. That's all for me. I pass to next presenter.
Hi sir, I'm Amos Eli, metric number 55467. Now I'm going to present about the benefit of adopting International Public Sector Accounting Standard IPSAS in Malaysia. First benefit is mitigating corruption to occur. Previous government action contradict the public finance reform initiative, and this in turn cascade to scandal involving public funds. By adopting IPSAS, Malaysia can control and prevent the corruption occur by safeguarding transparency and accountability within the public sector financial reporting. The second one is maximizing transparency, enhance credibility, reliability, and accountability. This will be applied from making financial reporting its essence in high integrity. Third one is basis for internal control. By adopting the IPSAS, Malaysia Public Sector Accounting will deem to follow the standards set by IPSAS and make it suit to Malaysia requirement, which enhance the internal control. And the last one is restore the confidence of Malaysian citizens towards government agency. The scandal of M1DB, which is involving the public fund, reduced the trust of Malaysia citizens towards Malaysian government, which became one of the reasons change in our government in the last 14 election. Adoption of IPSAS will lead to ensure more trustable government in handling the public fund. That's all from me. Now I will pass to my friend, Mr. Jani.
Hello, sir. I'm Jadiana Ngadan, and my metric number is 56185. And here I'm going to present about the challenges facing IPSAS adoption in Malaysia. As we know in 2019 that Malaysia is in the late phase of transition of the implementation of MPSAS as according to IPAC. The opening balances of assets and liabilities, which involving public-private partnership and concessions, will be taken in progressively from 2015 to 2019. So, as a developing country, there are some challenges that facing IPSAS adoption in Malaysia. First challenge is readiness. Where in implementing a new accounting standard, the one who will be preparing the financial report carry the crucial role to successfully implement it. Malaysia has many accountants in the Accountant General Department as well as in the state and local government bodies with adequate and appropriate education. The transformation of an accounting system from an old one to a new one will need tremendous capacity of accounting skills and knowledge. Malaysia faces challenges in this aspect in terms of the accountant's readiness. According to the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants 2017, that in the early stages of MPSAS implementation, it faced challenges such as the long transitional period as there was a pause due to the inadequate talent and skill to move the accounting system to accrual basis. And also the Malaysian public sector rely on the external consultant while implementing MPSAS. And next, the challenges is about the management weaknesses, where the top management, who are the top officials in the government departments and bodies, play a big influence on how the accounting standard will be executed.
It is theorized that the implementation of MPSAS will bring about greater transparency and accountability in the public sector. However, the National Audit Office Malaysia report that there were several ministry and departments that did not fully comply with the accounting regulation, and the non-compliance includes negligence on complying with accounting standard and rules, insufficient staff, and lack of supervision and financial management. And third challenge is about the inaccurate and incomplete information. In the implementation of MPSAS, which uses accrual-based accounting, that Malaysian federal government departments, state governments, and local government has difficulty as the system used cash-basis accounting before. This cash-basis accounting mainly involve receipt and payment. Therefore, some accounting records are left out over the year, and it can be difficult to ascertain a receivable and payable, as well as information regarding the source of an asset and liability. This led to incomplete and inaccurate records to determine opening balance, and difficulties in valuing certain asset and liability, as well as a complex financial instrument. And the last challenging is the implementation cost, where in implementing a new MPSAS standard, that the accounting personnel will need to be trained, and then this will cost a sum of money, as the training might involve on-the-job training, workshop, conference, external consultancy, or classroom training. That therefore that IT facility will also need to be upgraded to ensure the smoothness of the implementation of MPSAS in the federal, state, and local government. And that's all for me. And I pass the next part to my group member.
I am Nohayati binti Ahmad Hassan with ID 59347 will be presented in methodology part. This paper will use exploratory research design and secondary data for their research method. Exploratory research design is suited for when there is a research problem occur, when there is a non-previous data or only limited study available for reference. It is also served as a tool for initial research that provides a hypothetical or theoretical idea. It is conducted to clarify ambiguous situations or discover ideas that may be potential in business opportunities and define the nature of a problem at the initial research. And for the secondary data, it is known to be readily available compared to the primary data. It actually requires very little research and need for manpower to use these sources. The example of the sources will be books, personal sources, journal, newspaper, website, government record, or else. And last but not least, in conclusion, in short, Malaysia is among one of the countries that has undertaken a financial management reform program over several years, with the process of MPSAS implementation. Actually, the main purpose of the study is to convince the government to use the result of this research in hope that they will consider the strategies and action taken based on the study in order to adopt IPSAS accrual basis of accounting. By using the research method that I stated before, it will be a great help for the researchers in order to conduct the study to be smoothly done and solve any limitation or problem that can incur during the research. So they can collect finding on the adoption in Malaysia to be analyzed where it is a main part of the research. That's all from us. Thank you.